Good day to all. Today we can discuss the topic about force. What is force? Generally, force is equal to mass into acceleration, we know. But force can be classified in different forms in different natures. So, a force can cause an object with the mass to change its velocity. For example, if you are consider the billiards force, the player strikes the ball with the stick, so the ball must change its velocity, which is known as force according to our game topic. And then in mechanics, any action that tends to maintain or alter the motion of a body or to distort it, which is known as force. And another explanation is also available, which is force is an external agent capable of changing the state of rest or motion of a particular body, as like this snooker ball. And according to our scientist Newton states that with his second law of motion, the force is proportional to mass times acceleration because an unsupported body on Earth's surface falls with acceleration. Generally, the force can be denoted with the kilogram meters per second square. The kilogram is the force, so the kilogram is that force which will impart an acceleration of g. So generally the 9.8 meters per second square we propose that. And then yes, the force can be classified it into two types, which are push type and pull type. Based on its point of application, the force can be classified. Where the ball, the blue color ball, can be moved from left hand to right hand, which is called as push. Okay, and the ball can be moved from right hand to left hand, which is also known as pull. So the ball towards moves left to right because of the push force is applied on the body, so it is called as push. The ball is moved from right hand to left hand because the pulling force act on the body surface, so which is called as pull. And then if you consider the force, the three important topic is available, which is the quantity of force, magnitude and direction. And then point of application, direction, magnitude, which are all the important terms. For example, if you consider this small blue ball, which is P, I apply the force which has some certain direction. According to this arrowhead, which has direction and which has certain length. So the arrowhead remarks the direction of force and the length of the arrowhead proposes the magnitude of the force. So PQ I considered here. Another thing also available, which is pull. Here also Q. Okay, the force is applied from left to right to left. Here Q into P. So the force direction is changed from right hand to left hand. So the initial position is point of application, and then the arrowhead determines the direction of force, and the magnitude of the force can be calculated from the length of the force direction. And then how can we add or subtract the force? Yes, if I consider the force P, which has Q is the destination and in between there is direction available, the magnitude is 4 kilogram meter per second square. How can we add another force with this? Yes, I consider R is extends from its initial stage, which has 6 kg per meter per second square. How can we add those force? Yes, the force from PS I got totally 10 kilogram meters per second square I got, which is the addition of force in force system. After that, how can we subtract forces in force system? Why we go for subtracting? Because the force acting on opposite direction we may subtract. Here you see the 8 kilogram meters per second square acting on right hand side, and in left hand side the 12 kilogram per meter per second square is acted on that side. So the opposite side is available. How can we identify the resultant force of these? Yes, we can subtract the 12 minus 8. Which one is larger? 12 kg meters per second square. We can subtract that 12 kg meter per second square to 8 kg meter per second square. From this I can get 4 kg meter per second square, which is the resultant force that can be identified from the available force system, which is the subtraction of force system in mechanics. So this is the fundamental that are available with the force system. In next video, how can we calculate about the force with the parallelogram, and how can we identify the n number of force acting on the same point of application, likewise we can discuss. Thank you all. For having any doubt, you may ask me through comment box.